Yes, very much looking forward to this one. Evil Geniuses versus Beast Coast here in the lower bracket. And then for Arteezy trying to lane against the Snap Mars duo that Beast Coast are putting against him. I mean, is he going to be fine up here, or is there potential for kills to be found by Beast Coast?
I mean, from what we've seen, these Svens are able to secure lanes pretty nicely, but it looks like
yeah, good setup here. They will indeed. First blood for Beast Coast. Nice little combo there. Here we go, Chris. He's looking for Fly.
He saw him.
Be able to catch him with the avalanche. He can. Fly's not going to be able to run away from this one. He'll pop the war cry, but a final blast from Gajira set up against them. Now with this movement from Gajira, they might find a chance to make a kill onto Nightfall. And with the pounds to blast to follow up into the cookie, and indeed the spider's gone. Definitely want to keep control of that power room for sure.
They're actually going for the play here on mid.
Get the toss back. Cookie as well to follow things up.
It might be, oh, so close. Almost gets the frostbite on top of it.
Same time up top. CEG now make a move on towards Mars. Look to threaten Whisper. He'll be able to spear back Arteezy, but flying crit able to finish him off as EG finally get themselves a kill on the board. But weren't quite able to pull it off this time. Arteezy remains safe. Won't be able to continue to farm underneath the tier 1 top, underneath the tier 1 bottom. Trying to dive in past the tower. They know that K1's got no ultimate. He's already used the Shadow Dance. Further TP's coming in, trying to pounce away, but Crit able to time it perfectly with the Bushwhack, pulls him back. They take down K1. Lose Fly in return. We'll see if the rest of EG can get out. In fact, they might not want to get out because backup's arrived. Arbed, he's also ready to dive underneath the tier 1 tower, but indeed he's hit the 6th. They toe with a stun. Gajira, he's just able to toe with the kiss. His takedown. Arbed takes down Crit. It started off as a smooth move from EG to try and pressure in, take down K1. And then with that opening stun, easily able to find time to get the follow-up spear. It just locked down Arbed for the whole ult that was coming in.
And the crazy thing is, too, look at the tower HP in that bottom safe lane. After we see the Ember perhaps getting gone on a little bit.
We'll see if they can get it. They might.
They might be able to.
Again, the 3 stuns are there. Arbed a couple of times now, back-to-back in this area of the map. It's not been a great place for him to be.
It's that dive not working out at all.
See around the mid. Chris ready to set up more, gets the toss back onto Fly, and of course back up, it's there. It always is here from Beast Coast. The 3 of them take down another. Fly falls. We'll see Arteezy turning up to the mid. This is quite an aggressive fight for the Terrapins to be involved in. I don't know if Arteezy wants to be here. The arena's there. What's going on, from Arbed? Dying 2 times down on the bottom. Arteezy suddenly turns up to a very premature fight in the mid.
EG's got to give more respect to these movements.
Absolutely.
This is devastating. Look at Nightfall even too, maybe.
We've just seen it happen to Arbed. We've just seen it happen to Arteezy, and we've just seen it happen to Nightfall. EG losing course left, right, center here.
It's 12-2. I mean, this is looking just like thunder, really, the way that the aggression is coming out so early.
Even rougher, I think, in this early game.
Absolutely. K1 even looking to top.
Won't be able to do too much on his own.
The fact that Beast Coast can even start involving the Slark in every single one of these fights. Arteezy can't come back to show up for quite some time.
We'll get a quick pick on to Stinger here.
A super farm Snapfire.
Power rune in 9 seconds. Beast Coast, they'll want to make sure that Arbed doesn't get a hold of that.
They have the blink on Chris as well, too.
And the rune, and it is coming bottom. Arbed able to grab it inside.
Chris is out of mana. They're trying to chase.
Kind of hard to chase though between these two. Yeah, further TPs are coming in. He'll latch on with the searing chains, but Arbed knows that he's got to be careful. Whisper turns up.
Arbed might still be in trouble.
I mean, he is indeed. The remnants, it was laid down in a bit of an awkward spot. And of course, no struggle at all there for Chris to make sure he's there ready and waiting. That's Arbed dead again.
And I mean, they did not have the damage at all to try to go for the ton. They had the Sven and the Ember, no Flame Guard. That was...
And the kills, they're just going to keep rolling in, by the way. Beast Coast, they find Fly out alone. It's 15-3 here, 14 minutes in. Beast Coast, there's just no slowing them down here.
Feels difficult still.
For Chris here around the mid. TPs are going to come in. See if they can take down the Tiny. Stinger at the side, able to lay down the ult. EG there attempting to reach it to take down Chris, but Chris, he's out and he's alive. He's going to be fine. K1 charging to the front of the fight. He's in with the pounce on top of Arteezy. Avalanche just went onto the forward of Arteezy. Will be able to get the sun drop onto Fly. Arteezy back up to full HP. Arbed out of the fight. The arena's down. Spear will miss. So they won't be able to hold Arteezy in position. Arteezy's going to be fine for now. Now turns towards K1. Pounce back at the ready. Chris, he's in with the jump though. They've got the combo. The follow kisses Arteezy melting to the damage of the Snapfire. Gajira takes him down. So Arbed, is there more for him to find? He's going to try and keep the fight going, Arbed. Jumps over towards Chris. Chains and the further remnants, but the avalanche is back up. Chris will still die. Get a kill and return, EG. Anything more for them to find? I mean, K1, Stinger, and Gojira, they're ready to continue this fight as well here. 4 versus 4. They want to keep the action going. They get the bushwhack set up onto Stinger, stun, into the angle of crit salt. EG find another. Ooh. See BEASTCOAST ready to set up around the mid. Let's see if they can get the combo off onto Arbed. We're going to try with a slight error. Immediate reaction. They still find the avalanche toss combo, but that quick little dodge at the beginning, meaning that their full lockdown couldn't quite be there from BEASTCOAST. Arbed will be fine. I mean, Gojira's going to go with the kisses. Whisper tries the arena, but won't manage to get the catch. This time, EG able to dodge the combo. Still to the side though, Fly will be finished off. EG, they try and attempt to fight with the arena being missed. Arbed, Remnant at the ready, will be able to dodge out of the range of the Crystal Maiden ultimate. EG, they'll keep their distance for now. Arteezy looking for an opportunity to step back in on this, but BEASTCOAST, they're out with the retreat. Saw a quick move there from Chris and Whisper down towards the bottom. Maybe seeing if they could catch out whoever turned up to clean up this bottom lane. It is Arbed.
Not the spear just yet. They definitely have enough damage to control. The max frostbite is at the ready.
If Arbed shows again, that could be BEASTCOAST key to go. And here we have it. Chris is in. Have a large toss. Spearback TPs are coming in, but it's not going to be soon enough to save him. Arbed taken out by the combo once again from BEASTCOAST.
He's just so farmed on this Mars. 209 last hits.
Smoke up from EG. They want to try and take this fight already. The Whisper's in. He's able to get the combo there. The 2-man spear onto Arteezy. The avalanche form.
Oh my.
As Arteezy and Crit caught out by Whisper. EG, is there anything they can find in return? They're trying to go for the Stinger. They will be able to take out the CM. K1 on the backlines has gone straight for Fly. Another spear pushing back Arbed and Nightfall. Arbed did have a remnant at the ready to get out, but Fly won't escape. Neither will Nightfall. An avalanche from Chris puts a stop to his TP out. There's 4 dead on EG.
Coming out from the course of BEASTCOAST, so it's just not an easy thing to do at all.
Crit chased down by Whisper. And this bottom lane, tier 2 in trouble. Still being able to farm despite BEASTCOAST being as close as they are to EG's base right now. Swing over towards the mid. BEASTCOAST look to push towards another tier 2. Again, attempting to force EG back into a defensive position.
I think we're going to see BEASTCOAST start to be much more aggressive in a few moments. Stinger
trying to go for him here. He's able to put the Ghost Step to get a bit of the ultimate off. Arteezy will manage to put the BKB in with the meta. They're able to take down Stinger.
He has to run though. With the BKB, he just has to book it. A meta BKB to run.
With EG right underneath their tier 4s.
Look how spooked they are. He forces the Wraith Pack. Like, that's how scared Nightfall is, even though he's at his tier 3. And we mentioned earlier, of course, that Wraith Pack is going to get cleared every fight from the little Shredder.
The setup on a Chris. Good force stuff there to get Chris out of the combo, away from the sharpshooter.
Early kiss is being thrown. Bit of a whiff.
Chris is falling a little low. He's holding on to the BKB. And Arbed, he's thinking about committing towards some Chris there, but jump forward. In fact, it's K1 that's going to be the one jumping on him, and now the spear followed. They'll be able to keep him locked down.
Oh, he didn't jump. He continued fighting inside. The Pounce waited and waited. Didn't want to jump away. Didn't expect a Whisper.
And of course, but just before this fight, just so close to the BKB on the Ember. About a couple of hundred gold he was away, Arbed, but didn't have it for this fight. And now, beyond the racks, BEASTCOAST, they're ready to just continue diving in. Arteezy's TP'd over, but he's low on mana.
He has to just BKB to walk away.
He has. He's TP'd in. It's a BKB and a move back to the base. So he'll heal up, but even when he's done, he won't be able to present himself here towards this barracks defense. As BEASTCOAST, they'll push on, force out the fortification.
I mean, they probably click on Whisper and they're like, oh god, he has another full round of everything because he has this refresher. We can't take the fight. And no BKB, Rax is going to drop. AG can do nothing, go watch.
Straight over towards the mid. They may have lost the Aegis, BEASTCOAST, but I don't think they're going to feel they need to back off anytime soon.
He still has 72 Agi, so wanted to get a little bit of poke.
Arteezy was able to finish his next time. He's picked up the Silver Edge.
All right, I mean, we'll see what it's going to be able to do. Do they even have the damage to go through any of these cores? Will they kill any of them? I mean, honestly,
we're talking about Gojira. He's been quite the problem. So getting rid of him at the start of the fight, not a bad move here for EG. See if they can get more. BEASTCOAST very quick to drop down the arena. Now K1 he's able to jump over towards Arbed. Arbed has got the BKB done for this fight, but there is a course to bash on K1, so Arbed's got to be careful how close he keeps the slot. K1 turns over towards Nightfall. Nightfall able to get down to the low ground. Whisper will deal with Fly. A God's Rebuke to take him down. K1 jumps forward. He's looking to hunt down the Spider. Nightfall attempting to juke around the trees. A buyback comes out from Fly. EG. Another BKB for Chris is about to come to an end. Arteezy attempting to close the gap on him.
They want to get one of these cores so bad.
I mean, Chris is getting pretty low. Down with the avalanche, but Arteezy is able to finish him off. Stinger as well looks to be in trouble. Pops the Ghost Scepter. They'll block him up. Arteezy will claim another double kill for Artur. EG, they have hit the timing here with the smoke themselves. They'll try and get over.
See what they
towards
can do.
This area, knowing that potential is there for Roshan to be back up.
So many eyes early on RTZ. If he can actually just stay alive in the fights,
he does a fair bit of damage. He's Crit with the jump. I mean, it's not a bad jump again. They found Gajira to start the fight. They're in onto the snap fight and taking him down. K1 turns over towards Crit. Crit trying to get away with the pounces in. Whisper goes in with the arena, but the BKBs are out from EG. We see Abed look to chase down Stinger. Stinger will die before the TP is successful. The BKBs from both sides about to come to an end. So he's able to continue on further.
I mean,
without the BKBs, I mean, it looks to be
they're
EG.
going in themselves now.
Actually, having the meta still going, they feel they're stronger around the pit. They were able to eliminate the two supports.
Whisper still has another round of ult. He's gonna refresh. He does get seen. The illusion's on him.
Chris is in with the jump. Three-man avalanche. There's the arena. Will be able to lock down Abed with the spear. They've taken out the Ember. Abed does have a buyback available if he wants to commit towards this Roshan fight. And Nightfall trying to escape the arena, but he's trapped in. Takedown by the God's Rebuke. Whisper dies in return. He'll immediately buy back to get over towards the Roshan once again. But Roshan is falling fast into EG. Chris, he's in with the jump. RTZ is pretty low. The toss goes there. The line of the spear. RTZ goes down. As EG, they attempted to finish off the Roshan, but they didn't respect the buyback there from Whisper and the ability for BEASTCOAST to jump into the pit once more.
So many ways, as we mentioned from earlier, it's just tons of ways for them to jump in and out of these fights as K1. What a pounce, gets the catch. They're sending the spiders to scout all over. We're seeing them from Nightfall up top lane, so they're trying to find somebody bottom side. And look who it is again.
It's Gojira. He's able to get the force stuff off in time to break away from the bushwhack, but still RTZ chases him out. A further force and a jump with the cookie will dodge the sharpshooter, so Gojira this time will live.
And now EG's got to run.
And they certainly have it. The snap fire's alive. Things are probably going to go rather bad for EG. As Fly goes down, RTZ holding onto his BKB for now.
They know where he is, though. Whisper, he gets
the spear. Oh, BKB is there from RTZ, and the immediate response is the bashes are there from K1. The RTZ needs help, but he needs it now. The bash is there. The silence as well. RTZ goes down. No buyback available for him as BEASTCOAST, they're ready to go for more. Abed able to BKB TP out. But EG, they've got to try and hold here with just the three of them against the full five-man push from BEASTCOAST.
All right, that's mega creeps for sure. RTZ stepped up. Got speared. I mean, there was this fight that they tried to get a catch onto the snap and they were fully surrounded.
The two times they've managed to come out top was when they've been able to catch Gojira. Outside that they couldn't, and indeed they'll tap out. There's no coming back from this position. GG is called. BEASTCOAST here in game one. Looking as hot as ever really here against EG. Out of the two rough fights, it was pretty much perfection from BEASTCOAST.
Like that, so we'll see how he fares versus the Lesh. And in the mid game, right? Because Ember, Nyx Assassin can be really troublesome to play this Ember in a lot of situations.
And as was mentioned in that pre-game interview too, you know, Gojira, Nyx Assassin, very much one of the supports of the tournament, it really feels like, in terms of heroes. I mean, what makes this so good right now? He's still got a man going and stun back in 7 seconds.
I mean, he
might be a little too, maybe he can get the deny. No, won't be able to do so. So Crit will manage to chase him down and get that first blood.
Didn't actually find anything though. Nightfall, still level 5.
Won't be able to get Gojira here. A Frostbite. And with both spells on cooldown, has the Ferric Fire, but another leap's there from Crit. He'll get and take the kill. Chris able to find Flight in return back in the river.
Last game, it's like everyone had a disable. This time, it's the Nyx and the Lash that he has to worry about mostly, so a lot freer of time. But Carapace is really annoying.
It is very.
So
very much. Bottom Nightfall having to drop the roll straight away to give him a chance to run. And Whisper, Primal split to the ready, and already a bit of a body block coming in with K1 and the micro of his illusions. Leaves no escape for Nightfall. So Raw expended, wasn't able to get out alive. At the same time, at another entry point of the jungle, they find Crit hovering around the stairs. At the moment, sitting the lowest of the cores in terms of net worth, but if anything, from his previous performances are to go by, you know that Whisper's going to be catching up very, very soon. Always ends up incredibly rich here, even from the offlane position.
And he wants to be a little bit more like active of moving around, just because he doesn't want to sit in the lane versus a lifestealer so much. So look for these constant kills and pressure on lanes.
Yeah, and of course we'll get to the point in this game where it's K1 playing a Naga Siren. He's going to be soaking up all the waves. He'll be taking the majority of the farm that presents itself on the map. So a bit, sort of a different spread of value that you'll expect to see grow for each of BEASTCOAST cores this time round.
See what he can find. Whisper shows himself. He's quite durable though.
The split still on cooldown. TP reactions coming in. See if EG can get the kill quick enough. They're struggling to kill him at sort of the pace that they would hope for. RTZ continues to push on, will get him. They lose crit in return. We'll see if RTZ can get out of this. He has the infest, is able to jump.
Towers on the side of EG early game. BEASTCOAST not able to set that tempo yet.
Might be able to get Stinger here. Fly. But he's got him. Quick frostbite, and the setup's there for RTZ to pick up a nice bit of bonus gold. Gets the kill.
Look at his positioning there, a little aggressive there from Stinger.
I mean, he's been sort of living life up on this top area of the map for quite some time. Arrow, that's swiftly done there. Arrow is already coming in, and Arbed able to make sure that Chris is held in position for it to hit bang on target.
Pretty much set up for a kill, and now the Roche.
Okay, yeah, I mean, the Beastmaster in his army. Decent damage as well from RTZ. They can tank this up with the summons and look to go for this.
Yep. Oh, they're rotating over though.
They're taking it down pretty quick though, EG. So BEASTCOAST, they'll have to make a move soon if they want to try and stop this.
They do have this song in a second. The Naga's not.
It's already gone. Arbed able to get the kill, get the Aegis. We'll see BEASTCOAST now popping the ultimates. Whisper leading him with the primal split, but EG, they themselves are split up.
Look at Crit.
I think they're going to see him now. Moonlight comes to an end, so Crit will die.
Oh, and also they catch Fly, it looks like.
Arbed's also got to be a bit cautious. He has the Remnant, they're ready to dodge the split up. But indeed, the two supports look to be in trouble. Fly's going to do a fair bit of damage to Whisper with the ultimate, but he will still slowly die back up towards the mid. Actually, Gajira's able to get the stun out to the two of them, but Nightfall has the roar ready, turns towards Gajira to take out the Nyx Assassin, and now RTZ's ready to chase down more, gets a double, takes out Stinger. As EG might be able to keep this fight going. Change there from Arbed, but he's starting to lose his mana. Chris turns, looks for the stun, but nice sidestep there from Arbed. Arbed still ticking down very low. That's the Aegis gone. As he's down the ones, they've got to be careful about this Lesh. Chris charging through the middle of the fight. So able to burn down Nightfall so they can kite him out and control him further. TPs are coming in. They're surrounding the Leshrac, but they're being careful how they commit for this. They know that Chris is very, very strong here on the Lesh. And EG, they won't be able to hold him back. So Chris manages to get back out of there. A nice bit of action for EG overall. Sure, you know, BEASTCOAST, they're able to take that Aegis quite quickly out the hands of Arbed, but RTZ able to turn up, get some kills. He's got a continued clean scoreline here, 4-0-0 on the Lifestealer, and enough money to pick up that Sange. So now between the Maelstrom, the Armlet, and the Sange, this Lifestealer is pretty darn strong. 17 minutes in, he can absolutely turn up to the these fights as we've seen, and he's not easy for BEASTCOAST to deal with.
No, absolutely not. Chris, got the arrow on him.
Gajira's ready to back him up, turns with the stun. We'll hold back Crit with that stun, and now Chris turns, heals up with the Bloodstone. As the split up onto Fly, Crit tries to leap away, still ends up dying to the DPS.
Still difficult.
See how they can start it off around the board. Fly.
Stinger.
Off the Frostbite, they'll go for the Roar on Stinger. Nightfall commits it with the BKB. They want to kill off the Chen. They'll do so very quickly. See if they can chase for more. They'll look towards K1. It's back up to the safety of his own high ground. And looks like EG, they'll just manage to get the one kill for now with that commitment.
Okay.
With the Roar down, they might have to be careful themselves. Arbed steps forward. Pops the dust. Will be able to dodge out the stun. Arrow ends up getting blocked by the creep here from BEASTCOAST. So no connection there.
That was pretty close. Almost gets Carapist, almost gets stunned from the Lesh. Net can't quite. That was a little scary.
Whisper does pop the split. He's going to try and set up for some kills here around them. It will get Fly.
Yeah, I think he's like, they're just avoiding us constantly. Like, he just wants to look for something to use that split. And now Roche is up.
Roche is indeed. It's there and ready. They could definitely look to just step into the pit and start going for this. They have the song to rely on if they need to bail out or sort of set up a fight outside of the pit. And EG, only the four of them up. It's not going to be easy for EG to get in on this. You already see Gajira in his position. He's giving great info outside of the pit. In fact, he's able to line up a two-man stun to start things off here.
She's gone already.
It already is. Aegis picked up on Chris. EG, they've got to run. Nightfall pots the BKB. Arbed will go with a couple of remnants, but he's still pretty close here to BEASTCOAST. Ends up losing his courier on the way out.
They're going to go for high ground. Whip is available, but they're going to have to pop it pretty early because that edict.
I mean, how do they deal with this? I mean, say K1 27 minutes in, Hart and Scardy.
He held the edict. He actually baited the glyph. He lifted his hands, canceled the animation. So they've got edict now for the push.
Big brain stuff here from Chris.
This tower is going down. The racks also.
I think maybe more, yeah.
Uh-oh, EG.
I mean, EG's out on the map trying to pick up some farm. RTZ will TP back. He is able to finish off the BKB. See if this makes much of a difference in the fights, though. Range racks will go down, and BEASTCOAST, they'll back off for now from pushing for the melee.
They still have 20 seconds left on split, so they maybe wait for like 10 or 15 seconds before they look for that fight. Gojira trying to catch a cheeky stun, won't get it.
There's an arcane rune in the river, though, so Chris, he'll have that ready for the next fight. Still with nearly 3 minutes on the Aegis, it's not easy for EG to jump anyone outside of the supports. Fly will start to try to start things here, and they will follow up onto Stinger. They'll get the roar off as well.
Okay, they'll get the 2 supports. Pretty good grabs.
See if they can do anything off the back of killing the 2 supports.
They got to fix the lanes. Lanes are all constantly pushed in, either from the Naga Siren or from the Chen creeps. Their whole jungle is actually also just being farmed from Chen.
Anything aggressive and really deal with the push that's coming in, because already Chris, he's back up to the high ground on the bottom lane.
They're gonna pop the Rax glyph, wanting really to hold on to those tier 3s. Don't have another glyph after this. Now the push continuing.
RTZ is going to try and get in on the fight. Steps up towards K1. Nightfall, he has the roar.
Got the song off.
Get the arrow as well. Rage into the BKB. So a long time here that RTZ is going to be able to continue to beat in onto the Naga Siren, but it's still just not enough damage. He's only down to pretty much half health here, K1, as he backs away. They'll kill Chris. That's the Aegis gone. A quick infest here from RTZ as he looks to stay alive. They'll get the opening stun onto Chris. Out to the side, though. Arbet's been held up by the split up.
K1,
RTZ chase him outside of the base. K1's getting low, falls to the side. They're trying to separate K1 from the lifesteal, and they'll be able to do so. K1's fine for now. As RTZ also falls back up to the high ground of his own base.
It connects.
Nice little arrow there onto Stinger. So once again, EG getting the 2 supports. See what they can make a quick jump towards. In with the Remnant, Arbed. Quickly sweeping the map. He's managed to get his way over towards Chris.
He's got Lotus though.
Underneath the tier 2 arrow is going to hit. Crit gets the angle. As Chris going down, EG, they'll definitely want to try and continue to fight on for more. Kajira turns with the sun onto the 2 of them. Indeed, over towards the mid lane. They have the raw set up onto K1. No further damage output for now, though, as K1's got the backup of Stinger.
Nothing to stop the CM ult. We'll clear out all those illusions.
TP over from Whisper.
EG now looking to bail. Another net.
And trying to fly, so they want to try and tackle K1. I mean, RTZ's going to go for the squishies first. Go straight for Stinger, takes down a second support. See if they can get K1.
East Coast.
Hold back a little bit here, EG.
Yeah, Abed, he keeps a remnant there, goes back, is starting to clean up the counter push.
We'll get a bit of a setup
in the area.
Onto RTZ, who'll be thrown into the air by Whisper. RTZ popping the rage, he's going to try and get on top of K1. Look at the illusions out, turns now over towards Chris. The rage finishing, RTZ's got to be careful, gets caught by the split. We'll be able to force him back to safety, infest into Fly, he's fine for now.
Crit.
He's gone. RTZ trying to go for round 2, but as soon as he comes out the infest, they catch him with the opening stun. Will manage to get the BKB off, and with that BKB duration, stays on top of Stinger. RTZ now godlike, he's ready for more, turns towards Kajira, rage at the ready, so after the BKB comes to an end, RTZ can continue to push on. In fact, no, he's going to opt to use the rest of the rage to TP out.
If he gets bashed, I don't even think K1 actually got the hit on him there, but that was close. They actually got the stun there. Gojira, the 2-man stun, it catches the Lifestealer and the Beastmaster in the back, so kind of splits the fight up. EG do get pushed away.
I mean, yeah, RTZ making the correct call at the last moment to get out.
BKB's cooldown, so RTZ does have to be a bit careful how he uses his rage.
Absolutely, we're seeing the rage alone, not enough for RTZ to rely on in the midst of a team fight.
Halberd, rage, BKB, like he actually has to be very careful how he uses these. Now he has Infest, so he has 240 minutes.
They're going to get the jump on Chris in the mid. The rest of BEASTCOAST to try to make an aggressive move on towards Fly, but Chris was left behind, and EG, they move immediately to punish that. See what they can get around the mid now.
Ooh, might be able to get Gojira too.
But K1 is around, and the mana's gone on Arbed. K1 turns, has the root, has the bash as well, holding him in position. As he steps across, there's no saving Arbed.
I mean, this diffuses immunity.
I think certainly so.
I think that's gonna be
we'll see if they see anything
there through the spell immunity, but K1 also about to finish up a Bloodthorn. I mean, he's hitting critical mass soon. Maybe that's also why he's probably like, I'm going to buy an Ag on him soon, perhaps.
That is the thing, right? In terms of these 2 heroes, who's going to get the money quicker for their own Ags? It's going to be the Naga Siren if the game continues on for longer. As mid lane, K1.
All 3 lanes are getting sieged.
And what do you do if you're EG? You've got to do something. They're going to try. Nightfall, he's looking for a raw target, turns towards Chris.
Lotus is up.
Has to be careful as he holds back on it for now. RTZ's in with the bashes. They're bringing Chris down pretty quickly. That'll be him down the ones. Arbed jumps in. He's going to get caught out by the spike carriers, but at the same time, just does get yours into the air. RTZ, he's focusing down the Naga Siren. K1's going to get forced to the side. He's able to get the soul bar. He's got the BKB up, able to charge him with the Remnant, take down K1. He's ready for more. Looks over towards Kajira inside the base. RTZ, he'll die. Chris just charging into the disco Pony. Pony just destroying them all.
Holy crap.
And
Chris just killed them all.
And there's no buyback on RTZ. He's a hell of a lot short on the gold here. 1,500 gold he does not have here to get back in on the action.
Chris isn't done.
They're going to try and hold with the 3 of them. And indeed, Chris, he's ready to chase him back up towards the fountain.
Oh my God,
runs down Nightfall, and he's not done yet. He's As EG, they scramble back towards the fountain. They've got to try and hold and keep their cool here for 50 seconds now without Arteezy.
They're gonna get megaed. And there's still the cheese as well on Chris. Oh my god, dude, the damage that he did. They focus fired K1, but they ignored the Lesh for a bit. Look at this 12,800 damage.
This is at least going to be the mega creeps here. Can they really slow down Beast Coast for this 30 seconds? I don't know if they can.
I don't know if they can. 30 seconds seems like a big window. This Edict is about to come back up. It's got the 25 talent too.
The first tier 4 falls. The second shortly to come.
It's going
The
down,
Ancient's
Owen.
exposed. As Beast Coast, they're looking to close it up. EG, they'll go for one final attempt at holding back Beast Coast, but they're just focusing the Ancient. EG, there's nothing to be done. GG, it's called. Beast Coast will be moving on. And this is the end of the road for Evil Geniuses this year.
Oh my, South America has taken out EG. Back-to-back series, 2-0 both
2-0.
times. Oh my god. Beast Coast, the team that got EG.